What's up, YouTube? It's Ryan G back again with another video, guys, on this beautiful Saturday morning. I wanted to hop on the trend with all this Olympics, Paris 2024, all these highlights and all these events are going on right now. And it's gonna be a very historical Olympics this year. I've been following Olympics ever since I was younger. 2012 was really a crazy Olympics. 2016 in Rio was great too as well. 2020 was a little bit non-traditional because based on what had happened with the whole pandemic and COVID, it just threw off everything, and there was no spectators that was really there. People was really mostly watching the Olympics back then on TV, right, rather than actually being there in person due to what was going on at the time in 2020. But now we can see that the world finally got back. Everything is resetted back to what it was once was back in the day with the Olympics, and pretty exciting. Yesterday I was watching the opening ceremony. I saw all those teams, all the countries. I saw a little bit of how France, their culture, everything was on full display. But I titled this video, I don't normally cover sports as much, but I'm the kind of person that every now and then, I hop on these different trends. And you know me mostly as the motivational type of content creator, right? The one that's always pouring out content on lifestyle issues and things like that. But there's times where I think I'm going to kind of cover a little bit of what's going on right now in Paris. But I want to talk about the fact that with the 100-meter, right? I'm covering the sprinters, not the long distance runners or anybody else who's doing the combined events or the squads that are doing decathlon. I'm not really covering those specific track athletes. I'm focusing on the sprinters, right? Specifically 100 and 200 meters. So starting off with the men, I titled this video the fact that anyone can take the gold, because after looking at how intense these races are leading up to the Olympics now, right? There's so many different contenders who can potentially get the gold, right? Now, I was even talking to someone the other day. I was saying, even just getting the bronze out of this 100-meter field on the men's side, I'm going to cover the women's side a little bit. Getting the 100-meter bronze, right, on the men's side, it is even, a big deal. Just the fact that these athletes are even in the Olympics is a big deal. But the fact that you're getting a bronze out of this lineup, okay, so as you guys know, you got Noah Lyles, right? You got Thompson from Jamaica. You got Simbine from South Africa, right? You got so many great athletes, right? You got Oblique Seville. I can go on and on, right? I don't want to list all the lineups because, there's so many of them. But those are just examples of fast runners who can potentially get the goal. Now, one of the things I want to point out is the fact that, the media coverage is always saying, oh, it's going to be Jamaica versus USA and USA versus Jamaica. It's always, they always make it that type of situation where it's always like between two countries, right? But at this point, we reach a moment in time where the world has caught up, right? We have seen it with even basketball, right? We've seen that the world has so many NBA players, so many athletes who are up to standard, right? They're high level performers and contenders for the championships, right? We saw that Germany took basketball World Cup, and now we see this redeemed team, right? This Team USA team is trying to take home the gold for the Olympics, right? They had to make sure they got the best superstars in the NBA to go over there. People are saying who's going to really defeat this lineup. This lineup is pretty deep when it comes down to talent, skill, and these are Hall of Famers, right? That are on this team. But getting back to track, it's the same thing. You got fast runners who run in 980s. From South Africa, you have runners from Europe that are running in those 980s, 990s. You got even Asian runners, right? You got Asian sprinters who are running sub 10. I think it's fair to say that anyone can take the gold. Anyone can take it outside of USA and Jamaica. So I just don't really like the fact sometimes that that the media tends to make it be a USA versus Jamaica type of thing, because we've seen even with the relay squads that a lot of teams have become better at relay. The Italian team is a great example, right? Y'all know Jacobs, another sprinter who's, you know, he won the Olympics in the 100 meters in 2020. Jacobs, you know, he kind of fell off a little bit afterwards, but a great sprinter, right? He's coming back. He's running pretty fast. He's, you know, he's healthy again. But that squad that he has, that relay squad, right, for all those legs, the Italian team is showing that they are contenders for the gold as well, on, you know, as far as the 4x1. So I'm just trying to say that let's not make it be a Jamaica versus USA thing, right? You know, a lot of people are making it just, you know, between these two countries. We know that there's a lot of history, right? Even during the Bolt era, even before Bolt, Asafa Powell, so on. But we have to understand that this can be anyone's ball game. Anyone can win, right? And even if I'm getting ready to talk a little bit about the women's side, that Kenya has a great sprinter. You know, a lot of these countries are sending their fastest runners, right? It's been like that for years, but what we've seen is just, it's a historical lineup, kind of similar to London 2012. I want you guys to type it in YouTube and look up the 100-meter final at the time Bolt was active. Look at the 100-meter final, right, and see who was in that lineup. You know, Gatlin, for example, was another great runner. It was a serious race, right? Everyone was really in it, right, to win it. But I think this year is going to be similar to 2012, and there's going to be a lot of differences too as well. But a little bit of the women's side before I'm done, guys. You know, this is Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce's last Olympics, right? It is confirmed. There's no way she's going to be still active 4 years later, right, to do Olympics. She's proven a lot. She broke a lot of records. I don't know how many Olympic golds she got. You know, I don't want to say the wrong number and then everyone fact check me. But, you know, let's just put it this way, that she has won a lot of world championships. She won a lot of Olympic golds. And this is going to be a very historic Olympics for the women's side. With Shelly-Ann trying to finish off strong as well. I think personally, right, you guys can come back at me for this, but I think personally she might end off with, potentially, if she tries her best, right, potentially a bronze medal, right, for the 100 meters, right? I'm not saying that she is not good anymore. I'm just saying that based on what I've seen with this new generation of women sprinters, you know, Shelly-Ann, she's ended. You know, she's ending her career. She's not in her prime anymore, but she's still performing at a high level based on her age as well. You know, we could say the same thing with longevity with LeBron James, right? LeBron James been, you know, the things he can do at his age, man, is insane. And he is like the highest performer right now on Team USA based on those exhibition games going into the Olympics, right, in Paris. But Shelly-Ann is, I think the fact that she can be able to capture that bronze medal, that's a huge deal, right? Everyone's like, oh no, go for the gold, but you have to understand that she is concluding her career, and she's not going to be as high performing as she was back in 2008, right? When the whole Beijing Olympics was insane. I remember that I was like in middle school or in 5th grade at the time when she had won it for Jamaica, right? Finally got that title. But she's not like how she is back then. People can say that she's really fit, she's really in shape, she's a great ambassador for Jamaica, but right now I just feel as if, like, you know, if she can capture the bronze medal, that's spectacular. But this field is really deep as well. You know, you got Shikari, you got Alfred. It's so many different sprinters, and I just want to say that it's the same, just like how we say with the men, anyone can win the gold, right? I'm just gonna leave it at that, guys. I don't want the video to be too long. It's already long already. But let me know what y'all think. Comment down below. That's why we got the comment section on YouTube. I always say that all the time. I am going to cover a little bit more about this content because I think it's really a controversy. It's really a debate. You know, this is all fun and games. You know, this Olympics is going to go on for a few weeks. It's going to go on for, you know, a good amount of time. And I just want to see how everything turns out. But again, anyone can take gold, right? Some people's going to say, oh, Jamaica is going to be the USA, but anyone can take gold. All right. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to see you all in the next video.